Hi, I'm Tiffy. Have you ever tried Japanese bagels? Crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside, plus it's oil-free, dairy-free, and low on sugar. Today I thought I'd share my mom's fail-proof Japanese bagel recipe by sharing 6 different easy recipes that you can make at home. Let's start by making the classic original flavor, also known as the master dough. In the stand mixer, add in flour, salt, yeast, and honey water. The dough may seem on the drier side at first, but keep mixing until everything is combined. Once the dough has formed into a ball, remove and knead until smooth. Like this. Cover and let it rest for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, cut the dough into 6 even pieces and shape them into 6 individual smooth balls. Take one ball and roll the dough flat around 12 centimeters square. Tuck and roll the dough with your fingers like this, making sure to pinch the ends close before rolling the dough to around 15 centimeters lengthwise. Flatten one end and connect the ends together to form into a bagel shape. Make sure to pinch the dough tightly. Cover and let it rest for 80 minutes. While we wait, let's make the blueberry dough. You can customize the bagel to any flavor of your choice. All the steps remain the same. Just add fresh blueberries to the master dough. The blueberry can make the dough a little bit stickier, but keep kneading until it forms into a smooth ball. Cover and let it rest for 10 minutes.
先把它搓平，然后把底部收紧，然后用2只手把它弄成圆形。
Let it rest for 80 minutes. The classic bagel is now ready to bake. Preheat the oven and prepare the water. The secret is by adding sugar. The sugar will help the bagel bake evenly, add a nice crispy texture, and add a nice golden color to the outer layer of the bagel. Once the water is simmering, add in the bagel, cook for 30 seconds on each side. Place in the oven immediately and bake at 400 for 12 to 15 minutes. And just like that, we got super easy homemade Japanese bagel. This is known as the diamond pattern, which means the bagel is a success. While the oven is still hot, let's bake the blueberry bagels. Make sure the oven is fully heated before boiling the bagels, since you want to add them into the oven immediately after boiling. This is the sound of success. Look at the crispy edges while still being soft and fluffy on the inside. My favorite way to enjoy blueberry bagel is with homemade blueberry cream cheese. Mix cream cheese and homemade blueberry jam, and that's it. Look at that. Okay, first bite. It's so good. The bagel is super soft, but it still has like a nice crunch on the outside. And paired with the homemade blueberry cream cheese, I couldn't help it. I had to take a bite. It's so good. Next up, let me show you how to make stuffed bagels. I'm making spicy, cheesy jalapeno bagels stuffed with cream cheese. Add pickled jalapeno into the master dough and mix until it forms into a ball. The rest of the steps remain the same. Once the dough is flattened to a square, before tucking the dough in, add in your filling. I added chunks of cream cheese at the top before rolling and tucking the dough. Pinch everything close to prevent the filling from spilling out, and roll to around 15 centimeters lengthwise before forming into a bagel. Since the jalapeno is acidic, it will take an extra 20 minutes for the dough to rise. Once risen, boil the bagel, add on shredded cheese, and bake at 400 for 12 to 15 minutes. This is hands down my favorite flavor. Wow, look at that. This looks so good. Look at the cheese at the end. The best part. Oh, it's so good. Crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. It's speechless. 10 out of 10. Highly, highly recommend. Of course, we have to make my favorite dessert bagel, matcha bagels stuffed with red bean and homemade mochi. Let's start off by making the homemade mochi. In a bowl, add in rice flour, glutinous rice flour, wheat flour, sugar, oil, and milk. Mix until smooth. Cover and steam for 25 minutes, and that's it. Add matcha powder to the master dough and mix until it forms into a ball. Knead until smooth and let it rest for 10 minutes, then form into individual balls. Roll out the mochi so it's easier to stuff, then add in the mochi, the sweetened red bean before rolling and tucking the dough. Make sure to pinch the dough tightly to prevent the fillings from falling out. Roll out the dough and form into a bagel shape and let it rest for 80 minutes before boiling, then baking the bagel. Look at that bounce. This is probably the most classic flavor, matcha, red bean, and mochi. Honestly, the perfect combo. I don't know if you can see, but the mochi is still super soft and when paired with the sweetened red bean. Okay, first bite. It's perfect. Since I had extra red beans, I decided to make another classic flavor that I love. Roasted black sesame bagels stuffed with sweet red bean and walnuts. Add ground black sesame in the master dough, then stuff the bagel with sweetened red beans and walnut. Roll it out and form it into a bagel. The sweetened red bean paired with a nutty roasted black sesame and walnut is the perfect fall combo that you need to try. Of course, we can't finish off the bagel episode without making pumpkin bagels stuffed with cream cheese for the fall. I'm using Japanese pumpkin today. Steam for 30 minutes, then mash until smooth. Add the mashed pumpkin into the master dough. Similar to the blueberry flavor, this can make the dough a little bit more sticky, but just keep kneading until it forms into a ball. Stuff the dough with cream cheese, then form into a bagel. After boiling, add on pumpkin seeds, then bake at 400 for 12 to 15 minutes. What makes Japanese bagels so special is that even after freezing, the bagel is still fluffy and soft on the inside. I'll include a detailed written recipe below and let me know which one was your favorite. I hope to see you on the next episode of Mama Bakery.
Wow!